and welcome to The View from the EBRD. My name is Stephanie Linhart, Europe Editor at The Banker, and I'm here with Anca Dana Dragu, the Finance Minister of Romania. Ms. Dragu, you've taken over as part of the government in November, and you will be in charge until the next elections in November 2016. Now, tell me, what are the targets for your government, for the Finance Ministry, until then?
We have very clear targets. For the Ministry of Finance, we have the target of improving transparency, efficiency and collection, especially in having a better approach to the taxpayers.
Mm-hmm. How is this going?
Well, so far so good. Mm-hmm. In terms of transparency, we launched a database, a platform that includes the budgets of all public entities in the country. There are about 13,700 public entities, kindergartens, schools, city halls, ministries, so everybody could access online the information on the budgets of these institutions. Mm-hmm. This is a huge step for transparency, and we anticipate that the trust of the population, of taxpayers in general, will increase, so the relationship between the state, the Ministry of Finance and citizens is getting better and better. Mm-hmm. In terms of efficiency also, we are working on a spending review for some programs in a couple of ministries, and we hope to use this analysis as a ground for the next year's budget and especially for the budget rectification this year.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about the economy a bit. Last year we had 3.7% growth. What's your expectations for 2016?
For 2016 we have a growth forecast of 4.2% in real terms. It means that Romania is in top 3 countries in the EU. Mm-hmm. And we have a balanced growth. It's driven by exports, net exports, but also by consumption and investments. So domestic demand has recovered after the crisis. Mm-hmm. And for the years to come, we also expect growth of about 4%. And it's very important that during all these years and for the near term, we envisage an increase of potential output.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One thing that's always interesting for us, because we talk about banks, is also the banking sector. And in some countries in the region, we've seen, in Hungary, we've seen a mandatory conversion of Swiss franc loans into local currency loans. Croatia's looking at it, Poland. Is there anything that you are planning on doing?
Well, there are several discussions here and there, but I think there is some quiet in this area of Swiss francs, as the initial exposure was very small.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Well, lastly, EU fund absorption. That's always a topic that's being mentioned when you talk about Romania and the EU. Now, the level has been low in the past. How are you trying to improve that level of fund absorption?
For the exercise for the cycle 2007-2013, that basically ended at the end of last year, and there are another 3 months for repayments. In some cases it's up to June this year. So we did significant efforts in December, and we boosted up the absorption rate. We had EU funds repayment 3-4 times higher than average months in December, so 2016. For this year, for the new exercise, we have a number of measures, but the most important I would mention here is the public procurement legislation. It's a strategy actually. It includes 4 important laws that were voted today by the Parliament. and lots of measures, secondary legislation, tertiary legislation, and lots of details in how all these institutions are interacting in order to implement smoothly the new package of the public procurement legislation. This is really an insurance for a better absorption of EU money.
Minister Dragu, thank you very much.
Thank you.